Hello? Hello? Okay, it's working. Does this work? Y'all can hear this. This is so satisfying. Have you played the Stanley preamble before? I haven't played, but I've watched playthroughs. So no. Please adjust the slider until the I'm just kidding. The computer is barely visual. Can y'all see that? I'm gonna turn it up a little more. Okay. Just in case. Please enter the current time. What time is it? It is 8:20. 20 what? 26 a.m. p.m. I like 8 p.m. Yeah, that works. Yay! Note: accessibility settings can be accessed on the main engine, and then yeah, okay. Settings. Field of view. Okay. Camera sensitivity. I like my sensitivity high, so I can just like move it a little. Great. English subtitles. Audio. Max. Video. Full screen. Windowed. Okay. Resolution. That should be fine, maybe. I don't know. Controls. Jump. We can jump in this game. Oh. Okay. Okay. Let us play the Stanley preamble.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Yeah.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-ending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Dang.
No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened.
Dang.
This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I don't think I will. I don't wanna. Why should I? Can I jump? But I can jump. I'm very slidey. Wee. I hate Mondays. I think that's it. Cool. I like it. I like this. I like it in here. This is boring.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Explore.
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click the door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No,
yes.
No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now, suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
I'm clicking 50 times.
No, I'm still not feeling
Bruh.
it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417, 417. Where's 417? Where's 417? 417.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
437. That was back here, right? 437.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
Okay. 415, it said.
Now, back to door number 437.
I got you, bro. Okay, Mr. Narrator, man. Wait, what did it say? It said this.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know,
The copy machine.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Okay.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
419. 419. Where's 419? 419. I can't. No, get up there. This is 418.
Yes, this is great. You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right,
yes.
Let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
416.
We almost got it. Now the copy machine. Do that one again.
Yes, sir. This game is so funny.
Finish it off, Stanley. 5 clicks on door 430.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes! We did it!
Yes!
Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now. What were you thinking?
What was I thinking? Stanley's a changed man.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Chat. What is left? Left, no. Actually, this is right, so I'm gonna go right.
This was the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Just to admire it? I want to admire it.
Yeah.
Oh,
truly
beautiful.
Worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
It's beautiful. Beautiful. I love it. We're gonna keep going.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. Yeah, chat. If you are lying right now, stop. Just stop. It's that simple. I can't jump. Warning, do not jump off the cargo lift while it's in Martian. It will cause death.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged towards death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Oh my god. We're back.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Wait.
Stanley, oh please. Are you
No, I've
really
already
just
done it.
doing
I've
this
already
for
got
the
the achievement. Shut up.
Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No.
I've already got the achievement.
I can't just give these merits away for such little effort.
No.
A measly 5. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What if I just sit here? I can't crouch. Actually, we're gonna go back to
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yeah.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to
admire it.
Wow.
Oh, beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful.
This room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
Oh, cup, what does he say? Fuel. Does all the cups say fuel?
Really
Number
worth it being
dad.
here in the room. A room so utterly
I hate
captivating
Mondays.
that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished,
Be my
here
Valentine.
you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Really worth it. Really worth it, Mom. What does it say?
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room became creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
I like standing on plants. You can stand on a plant.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
No, we're gonna just keep standing here. I'm just gonna keep standing here. What does that say? I can't read that. I don't care that it wants me to leave. We stay here, chat. We stay here. We stay here forever. Clock. Chrome, no clock quartz. Totally what it says. Can't go back. What does this one say? Coffee nut. You chilling here? You chilling? Anyone wanna take a picture of this and try to read it? Cause I don't. Yeah, you're right, game. This is boring. Wait. What's this? Keep dry.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Looks a little creepy.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Oh. Hello?
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office.
I don't.
He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
No. No. Fine, we'll go left.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
God.
No, not the right.
This guy's a frickin' idiot.
Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, just hold on for a minute, please.
Bruh.
No, let's see, we went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
What is that? Whoa, what is that? I have a car. I want the truck. Okay, whatever.
No,
Oh.
no, 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 no. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste
I'll
my
go
time
back.
trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
What?
And this
No.
time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Bro. That sucks.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Shut
What could it
up.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, we're gonna actually go to the meeting room this time.
When Stanley... Wait.
What?
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game
The
over,
store.
completely fresh. Everything should be...
Whoa.
Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or...
No.
Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Which hallway looks the most interesting? This one. I can't get through there. That sucks. We're gonna go for the meeting room. We're gonna go to the meeting room. So knowing your city, maybe. I don't really know what I'm doing.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
No! Oh my god.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Perhaps he had missed a meadow. A meadow. Meadow's a better word than memo. Okay, and now there's no doors.
I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
I can't even knock on doors.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
Okay.
No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Okay. Now
this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yay!
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
Nope.
You win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart. All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that? You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
Yes.
Nope. Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself. Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Oh, God.
Cut the music. Go back and look at that fern.
Okay.
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
Screenshot.
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Wait, I forgot what it looks like. Yeah, I got it. Wait. Yeah. One more look. Yeah, we got it. Do.
Wait, what? We're back at the office?
What the frick?
No.
Wait, look, just follow the line.
You do know we're looking for the Stanley parable, right? The story?
Follow this line. I like this line.
Is any of this ringing a bell?
We like this line. Oh. We don't like this line. We don't want this line. How about we follow another line? Follow this line. That's the same line. And, okay. Only way to go. Do.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it.
Where's me?
Restart.
No. We're trying the line again? No.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right?
Yeah. I agree, Mr. Narrator.
Mysterious. This all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Where? Okay. We're besties now.
Yes, this is exciting.
Yeah.
Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
I want to be immortal. I want to be immortal.
No, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
I agree.
No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it. We should be fine.
Where's the line? I don't see a line. No lines. See, it's gone. And here we are.
A choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control.
Yeah.
How important
Let's go,
we
Mr. Narrator.
mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
The confusing ending?
Oh, hold up, what's this? confusion ending.
What the frick?
That's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
really
6, 7, 8.
It's all
the frick?
Determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game.
No,
I won't
restart it.
do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
This is
And
boring.
the timer
Oh.
stopped. Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
Bruh.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We're gonna do it right this
Stanley came to a
time.
set of 2 open doors.
We're gonna do it
He
right.
entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Oh. Resent co-workers for not using slides ensure employees that everything is okay. Be sure your slide has slick blue graphic. Everyone is unique. You most of all. That's that. Mhm. 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 Great, which is nice. Nice. It's boring. Solving interpersonal conflict. Why did we hire you? Oh, nice. What are your futures, your dreams for the future? Lunch. My dreams are lunch. Tips for not getting fired. Talk less. Do unbelievable, amazing work all the time, every day with no explanation of promotion or recognition. Don't get fired. Nice. Resent coworkers for not supporting you. Let it ball up inside you. Take it passive aggressively on other coworkers. This is boring. It just restarted. What is this? I want to go into the broom closet. Boring.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Red light. Ow.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. all of my coworkers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no
Are we
reason
going
at
in
all?
circles?
None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real.
This is too strange.
At last,
This can't be real.
he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming!
I'm dreaming!
He yelled. This
is all a dream.
Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself,
I need water.
I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Yay.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very
head
odd
hurt.
and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal.
My life is normal.
Everything will be
Everything
fine.
is fine.
I am okay.
Okay. Go me.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh. Dang.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Yo!
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got
I'm
dressed,
drinking water.
gathered her belongings,
Hi.
and walked to her place of work.
Hi.
But on this particular day,
God.
her walk was interrupted by the body of a
Oh,
man
God.
who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Though she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was
actually, no, I'm not Vex. I'm Stanley.
Everyone
I'm
knows
Stanley
what
now.
people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, And in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there,
Yo, Pig,
staring
you
down
wanna
at the body.
join me, buddy?
And then she turned and ran.
Oh God. No, we're restarting again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I've been here for years.
When Stanley came to a set of two open... This was
Oh,
not the
wait,
correct
no.
way to the meeting room, as Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Okay.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Wait a minute. We're gonna get... We're gonna get, Pixel to join, because, yeah. I'm stuck in no. The frick? Okay. Okay. We're gonna do this one. I don't want that to be there. I want that good. Yo, can we like call an Xbox because my thingy isn't working? That good, buddy? Oh no, no, the Stanley preamble is blocking my thing. I can't answer the call. This is a problem. This might be a problem, buddy. Here, let me try to call you instead, so I can maybe see you. Ah! No! What is happening to me? Begin the game. I already began. Okay. We're just gonna chill like this for a second while I sort some things out, cause some things are happening. I don't know how to fix it. Wait, I got it maybe? Hello? I got it maybe? I got it maybe? 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 Um. Okay, that don't work. We're gonna try this instead. Sorry, I'll have to stare at looking for a game to capture the screen. I don't even know if that's showing up on your screen, but it isn't mine. It might just be a black screen. We're having some difficulties. You know, invite. It's not working. Oh, I invited you like 5 times to the invite. Maybe later. Go away. Okay. Well, um, let's just like move all of this over here. Maybe. And I'll do this. And we're back, question mark? No? Accept. 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 I'm accepting like 5 times. Hello? 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 Hello?
Yeah.
Yo!
Yo.
Oh my god!
Oh my god. Hi,
good time.
Stanley. Hello, Stanley.
It's 9:06.
My literal freaking downtime went off, even though I'm on spring break, but it's okay because I have a TV, so I'm gonna be watching you on my TV and talking to you through Xbox.
hang on, 1 minute. We're having. Before we get started, can I just say something?
Yes.
Thank you for actually setting up the clock both times you booted up this game. Oh, you're welcome. A lot of people don't take that stuff seriously. They just leave the clock set at 12 and call it a day. But you are actually taking the time to set up the clock, and I appreciate that. Give me an achievement for this then. That's how I know you care about
Prove it that I did it.
Prove that I did it.
Me. Give me points.
You're paying attention. I am paying attention. If you don't have any way of knowing the times you're sending are correct, wait, I don't even know what that is. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you've been cooperative, next time you boot up this game and see the screen, you set the time to your favorite time. Go ahead, pick up whatever time you want, even if it's not the correct time. You've earned it. Oh, I'll get you back to the video game night. This game is so sweet.
Yes.
I did jump off a cliff earlier. But that's okay.
Watching you. I can view live stream now with live chat through my remote.
Oh my
I don't want to
Story
do that.
of a man named Stanley.
My remote hates me.
We've already seen this. We've already seen this chat. This is a game of
a video game now.
Yeah, it's a very laggy thing.
Begin the game. Loading. Oh, this is the game
All of his
Classical
co-workers
played.
were gone.
Yeah, and Rambo.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
I love the
Perhaps he had simply
Classical.
missed a memo.
It's just like, I don't know how to live.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
We're gonna do this perfectly, chat. We're gonna go through this entire playthrough perfectly. We're gonna go through this entire thing perfectly.
Either. Feeling a wave of
Wait,
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
That's a laugh. Isn't that bad this time?
I'm in my boss's office. Hello, boss.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret pin number.
That's so Scooby.
2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Oh, there's a keypad.
Oh. Slam your face on
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh.
Stanley just sat
2,
around
3, 4, 1.
Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
How about 2, 8, 4, 1? What about
2, 8, 4, 5? I could be
5.
But what if it's not? What if it's 5 or 3, 5, 7, 1? It just can't be 2, 8, 4.
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, what did he do?
The labor is insane right now.
But what if I don't want to go in here? What if I want to find my freaking boss?
What if it's Wonderland?
What if... I can't sprint in this game and it makes me sad.
Whoop-de-doo. I'm sorry, the lag just happened, and I said, what if it's Wonderland? And you freaking ran over.
Descending deeper into the building,
If I make a very
Stanley
late joke about it,
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest.
Yeah, I'm not slow, I swear.
For himself. The question of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered.
I've already gotten one ending. I've got the confusing ending. That was concerning. It was very...
And you did that in 33 minutes.
I know, it was very confusing.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Does this say Mind Control Facility?
It looks like Circus Baby's elevator.
Does this look like it says Mind Control Facility?
This looks like a control facility.
Does this look like does
one second,
these
the lag
words
get there. Mind Control Facility. No, I don't think it is.
Dang. Does this say Mind Control Facility?
Let me spell it out. M-E W 5 17. I think it might be.
Ah, okay. It said I walked through here.
Rail. Maybe it's down there.
I can't jump off.
Oh. Escape.
Oh my god.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Aha! You've made it to the bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Welcome! You see, back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013,
You're in Vox's
getting
habitat.
to the bottom of the Mind Control Facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development.
Oh,
and you
just
all
off.
sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it.
There.
And you're all very, very clever. Good
How
for
did
you.
he...
Anyway,
Wait, his legs
when
aren't
it came
broken?
time to update the game,
No.
we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours. So
It's sturdy.
here you go. New content.
Frickin'.
You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that enhances your perception of the value of these updates. Isn't that what you crave? New
content? Yes.
More content, more
Yes,
content, more. And I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the game with secrets and Easter eggs. How about this? We wrote a new piece of music just for this section.
Really?
You won't hear it anywhere else in the game. It's a secret that's just for you. That's how special you are. We call this track,
Wait, I'll be
Good
the sound
job,
effect.
you've made it to the bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Well
Hold
done.
up, let me. Hold up.
Good job, you did it. Good job.
We're rocking out, chat. We're rocking out.
3, 2, 1. Good job.
Anyway,
You made it to the bottom of the Mind Control
Facility. You jumped out the catwalk.
Should have been
Been careful. You should have been careful. Used to be a bug, but now it's an ending. Yeah, now it's an ending.
I believe in you. I believe in your ability to cross the barrier and chase your dreams. But railings don't mean anything. Good job,
you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. You did it. Good job, you did it. We did it, chat.
Oh my god.
We did it.
Bro, just vibing. Lord.
All his co-workers were gone.
What could it mean?
Stanley decided
He
to go into the meeting room.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
How could he?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, you're back where you started.
Left or right, buddy?
I think you should go up. Go left.
I don't think that's an option.
It always is. Just start ascending.
Don't worry, I got this. I should probably close my door before I do this. Hold on, I'm gonna close my door before I do this. Okay, we're gonna ascend. You ready? Right or left?
Left.
Oh crap, which way's left? This way's left. I'm so smart. Do-do-do.
Good lord.
Hello? I think I might have broken the game.
Oh.
I think I might have broken the game.
Bruh, Vex, what is wrong? Of course you did.
Guys.
Your godly powers were too.
Oh, it worked.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
I
Stanley
guess,
decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
I'm sorry. I just got to the...
There was nothing here. No choice to make.
You forgot how
no
to
path
use the
follow,
door.
Just an empty room.
Oh, yeah.
No reason to still be here.
Pick the broom up.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Just stay in there. Until he yells at you and leaves you in the dark.
Are you really still in the
It was
broom
baffling.
closet?
Stanley was just
Standing
sitting in the broom
around doing
closet.
nothing?
He wasn't even doing
Why?
anything.
Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
But I like it in here. Like, look at this.
No.
Look at this wrench. It is my friend.
Oh,
it is my friend.
You realize there's
Yes.
no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally
Poor
this
guy's
closet
like
is of
baffled.
absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Goodness. I love this room. I'm gonna buy a house one day dedicated to this room. The whole house is gonna look like this room.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path.
It is.
Are you gonna...
When you
He's going back.
Okay.
Guys, chat.
Oh,
Chat, bro's going back in the broom closet.
ending?
Bro's going back in the broom closet.
Ending was my
Bro's going back in the...
The broom closet ending is my favorite.
Okay, Hermione. No, that's a Ron Weasley. Ron Weasley would say, yo, you know what I did? I just stayed in the broom
That's how
closet.
stupid he is. That or with
Oh,
drugs.
I get out the broom
Also, Stanley is
closet, mate.
addicted to drugs
Hey,
and hookers.
hey, we don't say that on my channel, man. We don't say drugs.
Come to a very definite
We don't say
conclusion
drugs,
about what's
Mr.
going on.
Narrator.
You're
I'm talking to the
dead.
narrator.
Oh.
Oh god,
Broom
am
I
I
was
dead?
like, wait, what did I say?
And we're
Ron
just about
Weasley?
to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shuts down your central nervous system and you collapse
Stanley's
onto the wall. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure
I love how
that
knowing
your
you
body
is like a
taken
person.
care of before it
Like,
begins to decompose.
knowing...
Hello?
Anyone
good
who
and
happens
well,
to be nearby,
but you don't want to
the
see
person
him
of
in
this computer
jail.
is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place.
I miss my privileges.
I might have just, like, screwed this up.
Just, like, go play Minecraft, but leave this open, so you just keep staying in the closet.
One minute. I kind of, like, I did something.
Did you break it?
I did. I broke my entire computer. I didn't just break the game.
Oh,
I just broke the computer.
Buddy. Oh.
I just broke the computer. Oh.
You get mad at the narrator?
No, he said I could elapse on my keyboard, so I did. Broke it.
Oh.
1 minute, guys. We're
Please
trying
stand
to
by,
fix
everyone, or experience some technical difficulties.
What did I do?
Goodness.
Oh my
Goober.
God. Oh my God.
Well done. That's nice.
Oh God.
I'm gonna check on my cookies. My mom has just approved my time.
I think I got it.
Yay!
I fixed it.
I believe in you.
I fixed it. Okay, what's my favorite time? My favorite time is 3. No, my favorite time is 2. 2:40.
2:40. That's a good time.
No, it needs to be AM. I'm not
2:40
evil.
a.m. The prime hour.
It's the prime hour. 2:40. Your favorite time of day, or could you? No, it's not. It's not.
Chat, Vex does not sleep.
How accurate is 2:40 a.m.?
2:40 a.m.
Very inaccurate. You know, can I just say, regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. I feel like I'm learning. Okay, get rid of that. I feel like I'm learning more about you.
Wait, what time is it? It's 9.
Good to collect data and stuff.
I mean, you're only 7 hours off out of 24, so.
I'm trying to get this correct on my screen. Okay, I wish we had more sliders, but we've gone through all the sliders I have. Perhaps I can invent new sliders to gather new data on you. Oh God, shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, let me whip up a couple new ones. Actually, I didn't read that right, but it's okay. Should be ready by the time you boot up the game.
I beat all the levels. No! I don't like that.
We're playing.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I'm not watching this. I've already watched it.
Dang.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Got you, bro.
Goodness. You don't need to play that one game that's like the perception game or whatever.
The what?
I don't remember what it was called.
Yet there was not a single person
It was like,
here
it's like
either.
the one where you like get a box
Feeling a
off the
wave of
wall and then the
disbelief,
box suddenly
Stanley decided to go up to his
and
boss's
then the box
office.
suddenly is really small.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet,
And then-
but there was nothing here.
And then the box
so he
is
turned
like,
around and got
you can
back
make
on
it the
track.
moon. I don't know what that game's called.
There was nothing
But it looks
here.
really good.
No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to
Oh,
still be
goodness.
here.
Yay.
It was
You are
baffling that
slaying.
Stanley was still
I'm
just sitting in
slaying
broom
the day
closet.
away.
You
He
are
wasn't even
slaying
doing
the...
anything. At least if there was
This
something to
day, but-
interact with, he
Yeah.
could be justified in some way. As it is,
Slaying the
he's
time zone
literally
away.
just standing there doing sweet FA.
This is chill. Real chill. We
are
chillin',
just
we vibin'.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
I am.
As you said, just
Doing
vibing, I
nothing?
just...
Why?
All my... The
Please offer me some
most difficult
explanation here.
enemies
I'm
on the map
genuinely
showed up.
confused.
I can't close that door.
Okay, kill them.
I love this,
You
man.
do realize there's no choice or
Okay.
anything
I love
in
this.
here, right?
I'm really glad
Great.
Stanley walked
That makes me
past the
happy
broom closet.
to know
At least
that
he
you
would
were
have had
happy.
a reason for exploring
so
it to
happy.
find out.
You're satisfied
It
with your
didn't
care.
occur to me because literally
La, la, la,
this
la, la.
closet is of
La,
absolutely
la, 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 la,
no
la.
significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought
I need a
to mention
Baymax
it.
in my life. Like, I
A
need a little Baymax I can wake up
Yes.
to and just be
Yes.
like, hug.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get
the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite.
I hope your friends find this
Dog
concerning.
foot.
You'll get to the part in the stream. Just chill there for a
Stanley was
second.
fat and ugly and really
How dare
He
you!
probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
I just
That
gotta
or with
press
drug
buttons.
money. Also, Stanley is addicted to
A
drugs
button.
and hookers.
You gotta press that button. Press the button.
Well, I've come to a
If
very
there's a
definite
button, press
conclusion
it.
about what's going on right now. You're dead.
That is the #1
You
rule.
got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone
Oh my
who
God, I
happens to
beat
be
all
nearby? The
Yeah.
person at this computer is
Now I
dead.
don't know what to do.
They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand
Okay, you literally
basic
just doing,
first-person video game mechanics
committing to the
and
bit.
filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video
Gotta stay in the
gaming,
closet.
so that the irony and insightful commentary of
committed.
this game is not
Go ahead.
lost on them. All right. When you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Mhm. What if I don't wanna?
Ooh, spicy.
Yeah. What if I don't frickin' wanna?
Hair flip.
Hair flip.
What if I don't want to?
What if I don't wanna? Like,
What if
you
I
don't
said-
tell me what to do. I'm an independent woman. Like, what the frick? Like, are you really telling me what to do right now? That is like so. That's just so rude. That's just. How dare you? Like,
No.
I'm gonna step out of the hallway because I want to. I want to step out in the hallway, not you telling me to step out in the freaking hallway. You got that? I'm gonna step out into the hallway because I want to step out to the hallway. See, I stepped.
Second player, it's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before.
No, yeah, exactly. I'm gonna do some.
You too.
Are you really? Do you
Unbelievable.
really think
And
you're
at the
gonna step out
mercy
in
of an
the
entire
hallway?
species of
I-
invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? fungus?
Are you
Look,
gonna
can handle
defy
the
me like
details.
that?
I'm not particularly
You gonna
picky.
defy? Are
I'll
you
just
gonna
be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story
disrespect
again.
the Lord and Savior?
You have to respect our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Like,
Jesus Christ.
guys. Guys. Are you insane?
Respect the Lord.
Respect, bro. Like, creating the universe, respect.
Like, full respect to the guy who created the universe.
Yeah,
like that's insane.
That is such a swear.
Like, imagine.
Imagine being so powerful, you created the freaking universe. Like, this narrator guy could never. That's just like so. That's just so.
So bad.
That's just awesome, man. That's like.
Terrible.
Okay. Well.
Bro.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Going back in the broom closet forever.
Oh my god,
Never.
you're just gonna let me stay in the
We're
broom
just gonna
closet.
stay in the. Yeah, this is where Jesus was born.
He was born in the broom closet.
He was born in the specific broom closet.
You know, I thought he was in a manger, but I guess a broom counts. He was born in that little mop
yellow
bucket
thing.
that was the manger.
Oh my god.
The mop bucket was the manger.
It's like literally perfect to put a baby. Like that's such a slay.
That is such a slay.
That is such a slay.
Oh my god, dude. You're crazy.
I wonder if it's gonna yell at me if I walk out there.
It's gonna yell at you. It is gonna yell at you.
It is? But I'm just gonna stay in here. I'm just gonna stay in here. Like, we sound like Moxie whenever he did the thing.
Oh my god, wait. Oh my god, like, my name is Moxie, and I'm from freaking, like, California, and, like, I'm literally the slay of all, and I am...
Like, Jeremy should not have broken up with Samantha. Like, she was so hot. Like, she could have done better. You know, Samantha should have broken up with Jeremy. Like, Jeremy just sucks. Like, Jeremy's just, like, real low. Like, down on the terrace. Like, he be something. I don't like that guy. Jeremy sucks.
Jeremy sucks.
Jeremy, I don't know Jeremy. He's yeah. Yeah.
We're so goofy.
We are.
Coming to
What's
a Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
We gotta do like a voice now. Or like we gotta just do a voice.
Executive bathroom.
To
be rich.
Hi, I'm Ash.
So be rich. To be rich is a crime. To commit crimes isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. I need to use the bathroom. Everyone, avert your eyes.
Avert your eyes.
Avert your eyes from Stanley. Why can't I see myself in the mirror? This is boring. I thought this room would be more exciting.
Wait, hold up. Let me do hold up. Accurate. Hold up.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, Unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
I sent you your daily gift. Merry Christmas.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
I think you should do all zeros.
2845. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
I don't wanna.
Can you like do an alternate unit?
We should try that next time.
It sends you the reverse, like the upside down is interesting.
That'd be cool.
That would be stupid.
Goodbye.
That would be.
Meow. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round all through the town.
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now? And for years, it had never occurred to him. This question would not go unanswered for long.
Meow.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Who's the best on the bus? Probably best thing on the bus is being.
Sorry, we're back.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
No.
I did not sleep last night.
Bro.
Yeah, no. A storm woke me up.
I'm so excited if you can go on the trip with us.
Me too. I hope I can.
Yeah, me and Pixel might be going on a road trip together.
The monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
If anything, I'm just leaving.
And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where
I really hope it works out, because I so want to go. Wow, that's a lot of cameras.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused
I would not
to
feel
believe
very
it.
comfortable
He
if
couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad, or content, walking, eating, working, all of it
Yeah, it's the
monitored
game,
and commanded from this very place.
okay, I remember
And
now.
as
So
the
you
cold
have, like, the
reality of
time
his
you keep
past
waking
began
up,
to sink in,
and it's like,
Stanley
you're stuck in,
decided
like,
that
this
this
dream world or
machinery would
whatever.
never again exert its terrible power over another human life, for he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Yes, I will. How do I do that? 3. Where's the 1?
1. I'm on a leaf. I just earn rewards point. I don't know how, because I'm not.
There has to be a 4. I can't find the 4. I can't find 4.
Which one is it? Hold up. That is it.
Where's 4? I'm just gonna press 5. Nope, that don't work.
Oh goodness.
The frick is 4? Oh, 4 is up there.
Superliminal. That's what it's called.
Super what?
Superliminal. That's the game. It's like this one.
Oh. I can't get up there to number 4. How do I get up there?
Oh goodness. Got it, bro.
I can't get up there though.
Stairs. Jump. Over.
There's no jumping in this game. I know. It's sad.
Pretty weak. Stanley's not very strong.
No, but like in the controls it says you can jump. But then it doesn't let you jump.
Oh. Well, if you haven't needed to jump this whole time. Weird. IDK, bro.
Frick.
Oh goodness. Well, I wish you the best of luck. It seems as if Pixel has been called to build something.
Alright.
Pixel has to run away for a little bit. For no specific reason at all. I hope you're curious.
If you are curious, do you know what you should do?
You can email. Oh gosh. By YouTube, by Bexy. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow.
Hopefully.
No. Anyway. Bye, brother.
Bye. Okay. Oh no. Where do we go? I don't know how to get to 4.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave.
No, never.
If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
Oh, God.
It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
No.
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
There's
or
no
did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world.
No, I understand it. I understand now.
But I'm going to destroy it first.
No.
You can't.
No, I understand.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then
no
ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully?
No.
Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke.
No.
And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life.
No.
From the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever after.
No. No, I just had to find the 3.
All of his co-workers were gone. With me, Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
oh my
he had
God.
simply missed the memo.
No.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I have to do this again.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his... Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What, buddy? No, I'm straining.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it... Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't...
No,
so he relaxed for a few
oh
moments.
my God.
New age music.
Stop! Let me get through this game! It won't let me get through the game.
And rejuvenated, Stanley
oh my God, finally.
Into the opened passageway.
Okay, we're gonna find the 3 this time. We're gonna do it. We're gonna find the 3. Actually, we're gonna find the 3 first, and then do the thing, and then just go straight to the 3. We're so smart. I'm so smart.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
Lily, not in here.
Did he have the strength to find out?
Not in here. Cause someone on the mic. Upstairs?
Now the monitors jumped to life. Their true
or
nature
in the
revealed.
living room?
Each bore the number of an employee
Bye,
in the
buddy.
building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
Oh my God.
Eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
This place sucks. This game sucks. Why?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life
I think what we need to do,
blind to the world?
I think what we need to do is,
but here was the proof.
Is
the
do
heart
the
of the
1, 2, 3, 4,
happy
5
or
thing.
sad or content, walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
And then
as
let's
the
just
cold
find
reality
the blue
of his
one.
past began to sink in, Stanley decided that
It's
this
like a dark
machinery
blue.
would never again exert its terrible
That
power
purple?
over
Maybe
another
that's purple.
human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Yeah, Lily did. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, is that purple? I think that's purple. I need a blue 3. That's a house. House. I don't think there is a blue 3. All green. No buttons. None blue. That's a house. A house. House. Oh. Alright, we're just gonna, let's see what happens when we turn it off. Let's just see what happens when we turn it off.
And when at last he...
Hello? Did I win? Finally? After an hour and a half?
And a rising chill of uncertainty.
Is that tired?
Was it over?
God. Yes. Oh my god. Oh,
he had won. He had defeated the machine.
Yes.
Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
But narrator, this can't be. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't. Okay, for the sake of time, we're gonna step through this door, and then end.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Beautiful.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What if we
Stanley
do
decided
everything
to go to the meeting room.
opposite?
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please.
What? Really?
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you
Yes.
that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Sure.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Through the red door. Okay. I'm gonna walk through the red door. Blue's better.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Good. Oh, God.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Yes.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see.
This is what I wanted.
Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look. Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Emily? Hello? Hello?
All of his
wasn't
co-workers
working,
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
What? Really?
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for
I have
others?
zero
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes, I'm very convinced.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see, there's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. Cool. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Oh, of course. A 3. Really? Maybe next time we can get you to form an actual opinion, you know? Any level of critical thinking or engagement with your surroundings. Does that sound good? Think we can do that? Yes? Wonderful. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look. Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Oh.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be
We're
sure
going to be
keep
sitting
notes
here for
on
4
your
hours.
experience.
We will be sitting here for 4 hours. This is amazing. What? Okay. Why are we doing this? I don't know. This will be in my nightmares. Help me. Please. Yeah. Um, we chillin'. Um. uh. We're just keeping the baby away from the fire. Playing the Stanley preamble. It god. We're gonna be sitting here for 4 hours. Maybe. Okay, I give up. Burn. Child. Burn.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out.
No,
I'm done.
I was
It's
playing.
over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes.
What
This
game?
seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
What game we playing?
Aha! Fascinating.
Oh, I love this
What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation?
I love this
Well,
game.
it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man, spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your
That is
kingdom.
not what the
Perhaps
game is
for some sort of
about.
twisted, erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
I like this game better. I think we should stick with it.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
What? What?
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
No!
Oh.
No!
Goodness, Stanley, what a close call.
No!
You nearly wandered off into that thing. That
How
big,
dare
open,
you?
just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls. Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Bruh. Really?
Wonderful.
Am I a
See, this is
car
exactly
now?
what I had in mind. Just a nice big
Am I
box
a
for you
car?
to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost
How
here.
dare
Now
you?
this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Buddy, I don't know where I am.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together.
That is not.
Yes,
No.
I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun. Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Hold on. What are you doing?
I fell in. I didn't even mean to do that. Whoa.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Oh. I fell again. Oh no. Oh no. No. Like the academy. Like the academy level. No. What? My nightmare. That baby's gonna be in my nightmares. What am I meant to do? What?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his
I
own
do want to
story,
be a
well,
leading
perhaps
man.
he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion.
I like open
That's
world
who I
games.
am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes.
They're
Yes,
better
I'll be
than
back.
this.
There's no other way.
Oh.
Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back.
Just kidding,
The
I
end
love
will
this
be
game
here
so
soon.
much.
Very soon.
Oh.
I can wait.
What's evil? I really have to start over. Oh, there's a bunch of papers on the ground.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Oh,
New content?
What does that mean, new content?
We're in the new content room. A little creepy. I don't know if I like it.
And thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Yeah.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Yeah.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Oh, what's that?
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure. Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Let's go. Hate you still for right now, but let's go. Taking a bit.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if the... oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
I love that. Goodbye, jump circle.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness, another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
Yes.
If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary.
please
There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box.
No.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And if... Oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You
think
see,
it's
Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game?
Once I
And
finish
we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about.
Once I finish
no
this
frills,
ending,
no gimmicks. Just
I'll
you
go to
and
bed.
me having a great time together like always.
Okay.
What do you say, friend?
Yeah. Thank you. Okay.
Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Yes, buddy? What do you need to show me? The new content? New content?
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look. I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Oh, awesome. It's kind of sweet, actually.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
The original.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories. These were simpler times, Stanley, but I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh, no. Oh, God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they? Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Oh, awesome. Sounds good.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley, I'm not preachy, am I?
Bro.
You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered. What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have. And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No, 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 no. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people, and if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by... Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description. Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on exactly how Steam works. Perhaps that would have been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer.
Yeah, because
that last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes. It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye. Stanley! Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back.
Did that just say Amy
goodness.
Santiago?
I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Maybe 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about...
Hi. Hmm. Hello?
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned. They screamed. They gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
Oh. Hmm. It's like a time. I'm back in time? Carpet's. Alright.